Oh, shoot. Forgot to get water. Oh, well, I can pause later. Okay. What do I want to do today? So, all right. Today, I want to add some reds and browns and yellows. And I want to darken the foreground a little bit. And geez, Thunderbird, that's 4 in a row. Immediately. How's it going, man? Is it pretty early there still? Good morning. All right. What is going on, man? Oh, 1:15. Good afternoon. I guess last time I did start a little earlier. How are you doing, bud? I'm doing pretty good. Just chill day, chill sort of day, you know. Adding some, a little too much red to this painting here. Should have tested it. And really annoying. Can't believe I did that immediately. Otherwise pretty good. That could have been bad. I heard Spider-Man's in Fortnite. You see that? Apparently Spider-Man and The Rock. Oh, okay. A buddy of mine was contemplating getting fork knife just to get Spider-Man. It's like, you really want it, I guess, dude. Go for it. Watermelon milk. A Japanese drink. Not one I've heard of. Got back into some Destiny today. Revisiting it after kind of a long break, playing Halo and Forza. Kind of taken up all of our time lately. Number 7th, but it's not cold there. It's not that cold here right now either, compared to what I'm used to. But it is snowing out, and it's been gonna keep snowing until tomorrow night, apparently. There's a weather warning out for snow. Crazy. So it's a nice break from the negative 10 degrees or whatever that we've had for the past week. Yeah, right now it's only it's right at 0 degrees Celsius right now. Only one penguin? What about the other penguins? Are you gonna kick them out? Two pigeons. Two penguins crowded. Oh, then you're going to the wrong hemisphere. No polar bears in the south, which is ironic because that's where there's land. Let's see, what do I want to do? Let's do a little bit. A little brown. Just a hint of brown. Brown bear and a black bear? Well, they're two different animals, that's for sure. And then you add grizzly bear on top of that, which is a type of brown bear. A black bear is much smaller than a brown bear, like a lot smaller. Black bear would be more like a dog than a brown bear. Black bears don't get much bigger than people, than humans. Brown bears can get like, 12 feet, 1,500 pounds, something like that. They might look chunky. Well, yeah, they've got a lot of fat, but they might look chunky, but they'll take you and your car out. Not quite as big as like a buffalo or a moose, but still not something to mess around with. A battle to the death between a polar bear and a grizzly. Which would win? It's hard to say. I think grizzly bears are a little bigger than polar bears, but polar bears are a little smarter and a little more vicious than a brown bear. That being said, well, there's mixed. I'm not 100% sure on the grizzly bear, how big it is, because confused. Some people say the brown bear is bigger, some people say grizzly bear is bigger. Now, I thought grizzly bear was bigger. Yeah, husky. Huskies aren't very big. You want a big snow dog, a Malamute would be, unless you got like a Siberian husky, that's probably what you're thinking of. But Malamutes are kind of the same, but bigger and floofier. Alaskan Malamute. Those are big floofy dogs. Oh yeah, plenty. I've seen plenty of bears in the wild. Yeah. I've flown over bears. I've passed bears by in cars and boats and snow machines. black bear? Yeah. Black bear are spread worldwide. A lot of them. I don't know if... Never really thought if brown bears did or not. Maybe it's the North American brown bear. I know California used to have them and they killed them all. A lot of people kill bears, especially if you live near them. I hear they actually eat pretty good too. Depending if you know how to do it and you get it in the right season. Heard they make pretty good eating. But that's really... people do not like it, that's for sure. How would you manage that? I'm curious to see how that would go down. Especially the coconuts. How would you utilize the coconuts? That's very interesting. I feel like I have too much sky showing through. Those leaves just need to be darker. Coconuts are very cheap and they're big and heavy, so if you threw it at someone's head, it'll either knock them out or kill them. Oh, you wouldn't want mass coconut slaughter on your hands, though, would you? That'd be pretty high, pretty steep charges. Again, you're on a bear, so if you're on a bear, I don't know if it'll stop you that easily. Get the monkeys and turn them loose on everybody. Heard they can be pretty damn vicious. Yeah. And you wouldn't have to worry, if you had the bear trained properly, you wouldn't have to worry about the monkeys either, because I don't think a monkey's going to mess with a bear. This isn't Jungle Book. I've seen some I've seen some clips of that on YouTube. It's like, that is mine, and you have it. I want it. Give it now. They don't even ask, they just take it. Depending on the pig, that'd be pretty savage too, but the moose would probably be the most savage, honestly. Out of all those, I don't know, a monkey can be pretty savage, but a moose will stomp you to death just for looking at him wrong. I can guarantee most of them are bigger than any horse you've ever seen too, if you've seen a horse. Yeah, so think about the horses you've seen, and then make them even bigger, and add a 6-foot rack of horns on the head, top of their head. That's a moose. Like, no one ever really understands how big moose are. They are huge. An evil Dr. Doolittle. Just going around robbing stuff. That what you'd do with them, or would you do some sort of farm or something? I don't know. Sanctuary with bears and huskies. Look up Alaskan Malamute. I think you'll be happy with what you see. A breed of a dog from Alaska that a decent sized one gets up to around 150 to 160 pounds, and they're just balls of fluff. They're like the closest thing to wolves around. Green in some spots. Yeah, my aunt, when I was little, had a sled dog team of Alaska Malamutes. So she had 9 Alaskan Malamutes. Think about that for a second. Nine 150-pound Alaskan Malamutes. Pretty wild, huh? Yeah. They would go and cross-country ski with them all the time. I have a picture of me when I was really little, and I was just using one as a couch. Shade. Let's see. Think about this for a second. I want shade. Well, it depends on where you are in the state. There are definitely predators all over the place, actually. And so you definitely have to be careful. Well, if you're in town, it'll probably be fine, but you go out into the wilderness, you gotta take a gun with you and know how to use it. Wanna be famous? Yeah, let's be famous. Spend money to get famous. Kind of ruins the point of being famous if you pay for it. What are you famous for? You're famous for nothing. Yeah, it's been a minute, hasn't it? Then again, I also haven't been consistent on here as well. I don't think I like that. Really don't. Yeah, it's I always think people should learn how to use and take care of guns just because people don't get it, you know? If you didn't grow up around guns, you just don't get it. You see it all the time on weird, like, live leak videos where someone's playing with a gun because they got their hands on a gun. They're like, oh, I'm badass now, look at me. They accidentally shoot a hole in the ground or something. In the best case scenario, shoot a hole in the ground. hour is quite a while. I guess it depends on the gun you're using, but hour is a pretty long time. Probably takes me 15 minutes to half an hour to clean mine. Oh, sure. Yeah, whenever I did it, it was kind of an event because I didn't really go shoot all that often. And so if I was cleaning it, that's all I was doing. It's way too dark. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. Result of that outbreak that happened, I suppose. Oh, that's not good. The new principal even has COVID? Yep. I I biked about 15 miles back into a valley, and then I climbed another 2 miles up a mountain. And at the top of the mountain, there's a hidden ice or a hidden lake with a little bit of slush in the water. And I jumped in, and it was so cold that I felt my shoulder seize up. But nothing crazy happened. That was the same year. I don't know if you've ever heard. You probably haven't. Have you ever heard of a production company called Rooster Teeth or Red versus Blue? They make machinima. Well, they do other stuff too, but they got their start in machinima, which is making shorts and shows and stuff from video games, from inside video games. And that year, the reason I did the Ice Bucket Challenge, the reason I did the Ice Bucket Challenge was to challenge other people that were going with me to be in their first movie. I was an extra in their movie. I don't even think you can see me there. You can probably see I had like a maroonish sweater on, and I'm in a crowd, so it's hard to even tell who I am. But yeah, I was in the movie. That was pretty cool. Piece of paper soon. Yeah, doesn't take very much red to blur the whole damn thing. I thought it was pretty cool. Pretty neat to meet all those guys too. Although there's so many people that it was like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Bye." I would rather have actually like to talk to him or something. Whatever. I can't be too picky. After all, I got to go. Jesus, so much below. How'd you feel in cold? How so? Just from imagining the wind or something? Oh, okay. Uh, from what I remember, it was, I want to say it was June, so the snow hadn't finished melting on those mountains yet. So it was kind of cold, but at the same time, it was pretty warm out. It was probably, if I had to guess, it was probably 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit, somewhere around there. And yeah, not too bad. T-shirt weather. 20. Yeah, maybe 2014. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Way back in the day. 26 years old. Probably. Haven't really thought about it. Well, yeah, I was at least 25 now that I think about it because I rented a car. And you gotta be 20, 25 to do that. Yep, 26, nailed it. Went there with my ex-girlfriend. Well, now girlfriend at the time. 26 years young. Time goes fast, dude. I tell you. Most people can agree on. Yep. When did it hit for you guys there, you think? Do you know? I know in Alaska, it technically started in March. But I mean, people weren't wearing masks. I don't know. It took a while. Other paper. There it is. It's hover handing too much. January? That sounds about right. But I mean, like, when actual lockdown started, like, when people actually started taking it seriously. Start of March, huh? I had a pretty different, well, I was about to start a new job at the time. And that was about, let's see, when did I start painting? March 23rd, that's when I started painting. So it was a little bit into COVID-ish. What do you think of this drawing so far, Thunderbird? Or this painting? Think of it. Better than your eyes. That's a pretty good compliment, man. Look at this thing. I gotta get a new... Wait, I could just fold it in half. Watercolor. Yeah, brand new. Cat, dog, or bear person? Meaning what exactly? Like what I want to own? Or is this like a... Animorph sort of deal? I don't mind animals. I don't like outliving pets though. I've done that a few times already. Not enjoyable. I'd say I'm more of a dog person. A bear would be a lot to handle. And I can train dogs, but I don't know if I would want to try to train a bear. But you got to be more specific. Am I owning it? Am I transforming into it? What's the deal? What's the story? Should I make the foreground even darker? Oh, that is a war that will continue on forever, and it's been going forever. I guess I'm more of a dog person than a cat person, even though I don't mind cats either. Yeah, they pretty much, you know, they do whatever they want, right? That's the whole deal with cats. Kittens are nice. So, usually. Yeah. Been a minute since I played with a kitten. Actually, no, that's not true. I was house sitting for a friend of mine, and he has a not a little tiny kitten, but it's about a year old. Threw the little mouse toy around for it for a little bit. These sirens. I didn't notice any. Haven't noticed any police sirens. Pretty quiet out there today, actually, I think. Or maybe it was in the song. That's possible too. Alaska's fun if you, well, first off, if you like talking about Alaska, because then you can talk about it all the time. Or you are really into like outdoorsy stuff. If you're really into outdoorsy stuff, there's always something for you to do in Alaska. But if you do not like the outdoors and you're more of a city person and high-speed internet's very important to you and shipping's very important to you, then Alaska is not a great place to live. Surprisingly common for people to move up here expecting one thing and then realizing that it's still kind of a frontier land out here a little bit. But it totally can be fun. I know a lot of people that don't like it up here. They kind of feel stuck, which is also understandable. You are a bit stuck if you're up here. Ooh, that's a tough question. Shipping anything from here takes a long time. And if you're shipping anything from or to here, it's gonna be expensive. You know, compared to relatively expensive. Also depends on where it's going. We have we have two hubs here. We have, well, technically three, because Alaska Airlines Cargo has a obviously large hub here. But FedEx and UPS both have large hubs here. And we ship a lot of stuff. Anything that comes to the US from China on a plane comes through Anchorage, which is quite a bit of stuff. And Russia as well. Anything that comes over here from Russia goes through Anchorage. That's the route my cousin flies, actually. Now I'm starting to get lost in this painting again. I'm at the point where I'm not really sure what I want to do again. I think I might want to darken this strip. Still looks a little too light. Something take to ship here though. If you're doing like overnight shipping or something like that to here, it'll probably take about 3 days or something. That's if you overnight to here. That gives you a kind of an idea. This painting, well, do the math. I probably average about, hour and 20 minutes, give or take, maybe hour 15 per episode. And this is number 17. So just multiply it. And that's about how long I've been working on this one. I'm not happy with it yet, though. Not quite there. So 1.25 times 17. About 21 and a half hours to do this painting. So, yeah, it seems about right, I think. You were here for a chunk of it. Drive from Anchorage to LA using roads. Aha! So, if you look up the ALCAN, A-L-C-A-N, which stands for the Alaska-Canada Highway, ALCAN, and you can drive from Anchorage, you drive up to the north, past Fairbanks, and then all the way to the east until you get into Canada. From there, you follow a Canadian highway all the way down, and I think you can pop out of Washington or anywhere really. Just keep following the road. But yes, you can. It takes a little while depending on how fast you're driving, though. Now that's not one I've done, but I know plenty of people that have done it. quickest I've heard anyone doing it was probably 3 days if they don't sleep. You know, they have 2 drivers. They switch off. People go fishing in Alaska? Yes, a lot. In fact, our Bristol Bay is a fishing bay, fishing coast, all the way on the. No, it's fine. It was just having troubles. It provides some crazy amount of salmon to the world. It's like, I'm not gonna guess, but check out Bristol Bay. It's amazing. The amount of just fish that come out of there. I set net out there out of Nushagak Bay for a couple summers to get fish for my own family, and pretty wild. In a single day we caught, I want to say, 75 king salmon, and we brought those, we flew them back home and we smoked them in our family's smokehouse and handed it out to all the cousins. One of my favorite foods is homemade smoked salmon. Best. Yep, there's a lot of bears out there too. Alaska in a nutshell. Bears, moose, wolf, and fish. Depends on who you ask. Yep, it's both a pro and a con. But I believe we're allowed to hunt them here, even if not a lot of people do. So we gotta control the population somehow. As much as a lot of people don't like it, it's kind of necessary. And you have a pet bear in Alaska. No. That's more of a Russia thing than an Alaskan thing. Yeah, not much of that going on in Alaska. I imagine someone's got a sanctuary or something, but not as a pet. Ah, comrade. Alright, well. I'm at the point now where I can't think of much else to do, so I'll probably call it a night right here. A little too rough with one of my brushes. All afraid. Oof, almost 2 hours. Sheesh. Here, let me get a progress picture real quick. Sheesh. Two hours of bears in Alaska. Yep. You come here for the good stuff. All right. Well, I'll probably stream in another day or two. Actually, I think tomorrow I have earmarked for Destiny stuff because they're doing a new season or whatever, and there's a dungeon release, so my friend wants me to commit all day to that. So I'll probably be doing that all day, but the next day I'll probably get back on, and hopefully then that time I will finish this. And well, yeah, I'll finish it the next stream. I think I can commit to that. It'll be close either way. And when I finish it, I'll remove the tape, and you'll be able to see how warped the paper's gotten because of all the water. But yeah. And then I gotta start prepping the next one because I already have another idea of like a glacial melt swamp in front of a glacier on a mountain with some woods surrounding it. I'm not sure 100% on it yet, but that is the plan for the next one. Oh yeah, and then I gotta go over some of the birch with X-Acto knife to give it a little more character on the trees. So yeah, that'll be it for the night tonight. I'll talk to you later, Thunderbird man. Thanks for showing up again. I appreciate it. I hope I kept you company and stuff. That's my elbow. I don't know if you heard that. All right, man. Take it easy. Have a good day. Probably only like 2 or 3 there, right? Have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna go pass out here pretty quick. And to anyone else who didn't talk, thanks for stopping by. There was a couple viewers that didn't say anything, but that's fine. Yeah. 10, 2 hours well spent. Oh, I appreciate it, dude. Good talking to you, man. I'll talk to you next time, most likely. Keep the streak going. All right, see ya.